Oh my goodness. Sunday, that move was crazy, wasn't it? That was a crazy move. So we're going to take a look at the price action. We're going to see what the market's been up to. We've had some very juicy moves lately. What day is it? We are. What day is it? What day is it today? See, all the days just mesh into one in a trading week. All right, so today is Thursday. Oh, week's nearly done. Thursday. All right, nice. So we're gonna take a look. Sunday's move was so juicy, wasn't it? Look at that drop. Look at that drop. That was such a nice move. For those of you who are here for the first time, I'll quickly go over how we could have entered that move and what the confirmation would have been for that move. That move was given in advance. It was given in the last video. So, if you do want to stay in the loop, feel free to hit that follow so you can get the notification. I believe TradingView sends them all to your email, which I kind of think is quite intrusive to get um, those emails all the time. But, anyways, I'll show you guys how we could have entered that one. But that was a crazy move. Very nice move. And the reason that was a nice move and the reason we prepped for it really well, is because we were aware that we had a potential for PO3. All right. Okay. Let's say we enter that move there. Let's actually look at what the confirmation would have been. Let's 5-10 minute. So let's see what am I looking out for confirmations? Where was there a flip in market structure and that retracement? Okay. So the flip happened here. As you can see, this is the break here. And then if we flush down, got a tiny retracement up here. Okay. This is probably clearer on the 5-minute. Let's take a look on the 5-minute. Yep. So on the 5-minute, we can see that clear break. Boom. Retracement. Stop loss over there. Traded. Well, you can't see this on Bybit, but on Binance, traded higher than the prior low. So this would have been a great one if you held it. Now, how many people actually hold their trade this long? Most people, in terms of their trading psychology, as soon as they see a bit of profit, they're like, "Yeah, let's bang that in." And before you know it, you are coming out of a 10x trade and you're only getting 1 or 2x. All right. Some people are the opposite. Some people say, do you know what? This is going to go on forever. It's going to go on forever. So what they do is they hold. And then price comes. They look at their portfolio, 50K looking good. And then price starts to come up. And they start to think, all right, man, it was 50K. Now it's only 25K. Oh, I want that 50K back. The greed kicks in. Okay, now it starts to come up. Oh, now there's only 10K left. We're back at break even. Still hopeful that it's going to do that. We're back at break even, and then bang, we've actually come out of this trade at a loss. Okay, so just be careful. Make sure you know which one you are, and make sure you are, kind of just aware of your trading emotions and what kind of personality you have as far as trading goes. But this was a crazy move, man. Very nice move. Very, very nice move. Now, a move like this, on a when did it happen on a Sunday again? You see, it happened on a Sunday. It happened on a Sunday. Now, Bitcoin's been doing some crazy things on Sundays lately. Look, Sunday 25th, we get this massive dump. If we look in a prior week, Sunday again, you see what happens here on the Sunday? Bang, we get that dump. Let's look at the prior week. What happens on a Sunday? Yeah, look, you see that there? Sunday, bang, we get another dump. So we've got dump number 1 Sunday, dump number 2 Sunday, dump number 3 on Sunday as well. So, Sunday seems to be a very interesting day these days, for Bitcoin. So next Sunday, what are we going to be doing? We're going to be looking out to see whether we can get a nice entry or nice setup. All right. Now, why did we say, this was potentially going to be a drop? All right. Obviously, guys, like the thing about trading is, you have to kind of just map out all the different possibilities of your trade, all the different outcomes, all the different things price can do. All right. And then you have to say, okay, can I find confluence for certain ideas? And you try and stack the probabilities in your favor. Now, that's what I personally call an edge. All right. That's what I define as an edge. So basically, yes, we're worth considering this to be not just a PO3. We did mention the PO3 where we had accumulation, manipulation, and an expansion. All right. Now, we were also considering this could be a bull flag, where this is your leg, your flag, and another leg up. All right. So what were we looking at? We were looking at the bullish scenario as well as the bearish scenario. And that's really all you need to do. What are the bulls thinking and what are the bears thinking? All right. Now, obviously, what we can see here is we can kind of see that the PO3, the power of three ruled the day. And we can see we're getting this drop down here. Whether it's going to continue down, we don't really know. All right. I don't like to gas you lot, and I don't like to tell you this is exactly what's going to happen. So many people come to me saying, all right, TJ, what are your price predictions? What do you think? Where do you think price is going to? And I think that is the silliest question in the world, just because I don't know what Price is going to do. I haven't got a magic ball. I'm not a magician. I don't know what Price is going to do next. Now, I can tell you what Price is likely to do, all right, but I do not know what Price is going to do next. And traders that tell you they know what Price is going to do, they're lying to you, man. They're actually lying to you. So, that's just it. And I think as you evolve in your journey as a trader, you kind of stop asking those questions. Um, but yeah, so this is what we've got now. We've got tap number one, tap number two, tap number three. We seem to be coming back into this zone. What's going to happen next? So let's spend some time analyzing these charts. Let's look at what the bulls are saying. Let's look at what the bears are saying. And let's see who could potentially win this tug of war, especially as of where we are right now. Now, not only was that a beautiful trade, beautiful trade on Sunday, right? We also got a really nice trade here on Wednesday. Not Wednesday. Yeah, on Wednesday. We got a really nice setup on Wednesday. Now, if you're actually learning what I'm preaching here on this channel, if you're following what I'm saying, and you're actually taking notes, you're writing the different ideas down, you're back testing it, there's no reason why you couldn't have caught this trade here. Okay, so we're going to look at what this trade was and how we could have entered. Actually, what has happened here is almost identical to what has happened up here. Okay, almost identical to what has happened up there. So we're going to do a little experiment. Let's see if we can screenshot this. Oh, I think I've forgotten how to do screenshots. Bear with me one moment. Yeah. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to screenshot this. All right. I'm going to paste it here on the screen. I hope it works. Yes, it did. Brilliant. All right. And what I'm going to do is, we don't have a rotation tool. That's annoying. Do we have a rotation tool? No, we don't. That's annoying. But, if you flip this, just imagine this is flipped, all the way around. Okay, we flip this 180 degrees. You're going to see that it was quite similar in terms of what happened up there to what's happening down here. All right, so what do I mean by that? First of all, we've got the initial high, we've got the initial low. Then we have this internal range structure. Ultimately, okay, we have this first attempt at the low, at the high, fails. First attempt at the low fails. And then we get the secondary attempt, all right? The second attempt. All right, now this is simply, you can't see this on Bybit, but on Binance, you can see that this swept that high. So look, this also swept that low. And Bitcoin loves to do that play. I love to do that play, all right? And this is what we call a counter trend model 2 entry in terms of my course and the one-to-one session. So if you do want more information on that, feel free to hit me up. We've got the website up and running, tradejournal.co.uk. All right, here you can book masterclasses, whatever you want. Whatever you want is here. Basically, this is going to help you become a more proficient trader and understand how price actually moves. Now, not to say things like indicators don't work. We know they work. Indicators work. Fibonacci works, in my opinion. And some people have, developed their trading strategy based on that. RSI, EMA, MACD, Bollinger Bands. Yeah, they all work, right? Why? Because they are all reading price action. But you still need to, I personally think you still need to understand what they are reading, which is the actual volume of those bars, the movement of those bars. So if you are looking to, learn more about that, feel free to hit me up here. Also, you can, get to me on Discord. Discord here is just a platform where you can follow my trades, follow my commentary based off of our trades. We've got about 40 people in here at the moment. And now, by the end of the year, let's see if we can get this to, I think, about, let's go for 200. Let's go for 200, all right? So 200 people in here at the end of the year. Let's see if we can get there. Now, Discord, the goal for this is to have a hub, a trading hub where people can actually just share their trades, share their ideas, share the resources that are working, and just we can all sort of kill these markets at the same time. So that's sort of the idea behind that. Of course, we've got our YouTube channel, which is where I'm doing my live streams. Now, on YouTube, I've been having crazy, crazy, crazy problems and difficulty sorting out my streaming, my live streaming. I'm using OBS. So for those of you who actually stream and do live stream, I'm using OBS software, but oh my goodness, I'm having such a nightmare actually sorting that out. So please let me know if you can help. That would be really much, much, much appreciated. Okay, so let's get back into the price action. So let's see, we had that short there. We had this flush down here, continuation, in terms of that, this is the expansion phase. But then we haven't kind of come all the way down to sweep all of this liquidity. Remember what we talked about? We said we had a bit of liquidity here, didn't we? We had this, curve liquidity over here. And we also said that, hey, listen, we've got this 45-minute zone below us. Now, have we swept all of that liquidity? Yeah, we've got rid of these guys here. We got rid of these guys here. And yeah, we kind of playing with these guys over here, aren't we? All right. So ultimately, what's left is zone number one and zone number two. Yeah. So those are the two zones that we're looking out for in terms of completing this actual, expansion down if it is to come up. But what did Price decide to do? Price decided to have a flip here. Okay, we had a tiny little accumulation, a tiny little range, and then we've had a flip. Okay, so what we can see here is that we've got our market structure coming down, up, down, up, flip in market structure, which is what we see now. There is a break here. This range break is about here. Okay, and obviously this flip has taken place in order to close some of these gaps. We've got a lot of we've got some inefficiency over here, and we've got some inefficiency over there as well. So we're looking to fill these inefficiencies on the way up. So this is why this has happened. Now, could we have entered this trade here? 100,000%. Let's see if we got a confirmation. So as price came down, bear with one moment. Sorry about that. We've got some construction going on at the house, so yeah. So what were we saying? So as price came down, you'd have obviously. Well, let's play this live, shall we? Let's see if we can play this live, just to show you guys how to do this on your own. So the whole idea is I don't have to do these videos every single day for you guys. I want you guys to be able to do this by yourself. So as prices come down here, what will we do? We will notice, okay, this is a low. This could potentially simply be, a retracement, and we could flush down again. However, we could start to accumulate over here. So we're looking to see whether we can confirm this range as price comes down. Boom. So at the moment, we've confirmed this range. Okay, why have we confirmed this range? Well, because we have a low, we have a high, and we've come back down past that 50% mark. Okay, now price continues to go up, so it looks like a range break, but then it's only just confirmed the bigger range, right? Because we have a low, we have a high, and it's come all the way down. Now, as it's come down, not only has it come down in this beautiful way that we like to see, so if we look at the 5-minute, we can see our market structure doing low, 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 high, low, 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 high, low, low. It swept that level, all right? You see, it swept that level there, which is what we love. It's broken structure immediately, very aggressively as well, okay? And it's retraced, and I believe it's gone further up. So that is the most basic way to enter these trades. Now, usually 9 times out of 10, when this happens, you're going to see your indicator telling you buy or sell. All right, if you're using indicators. So, I like to use Market Cipher. So you can see here, Market Cipher is also giving us a nice little buy signal. We've got this bullish divergence. The price is coming down, the momentum is going up, and this is a nice divergence to tell me, cool, it's time to look for a buy. All right, so that's how we could have entered that one. So if you did get that one, I didn't post about it, but if you did get that one, well done. Smashed it. Smashed it, smashed it, smashed it. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to see what the Bulls might be looking at and what the Bears might be looking at. Okay, we've got about 6 minutes to get this done. So let's see if we can speed through because TradingView has a time limit, which is why I'm trying to get those YouTube lives going because then we can go really nice and deep into the analysis. All right, so obviously we've got this accumulation model here. We've broken from this range. As we're broken from this range, all right, we can see here that we've got these fair value gaps looking to get filled, okay? But after a range break, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a retracement, right? You're going to get that break up. So what we have here is the breakup. Let's say it goes up to there because it fills all these inefficiencies. And we've got obviously this supply over here. This is the last supply in this flush down. Okay, so it makes sense we perhaps get a reaction from there. Okay. All right. So now, but if we do get a reaction from there, be careful, right? Because if we get a reaction from there, that could simply just be the next lower high to flush further down. Okay. That means this accumulation model could have just been to facilitate that objective to flush lower down. All right. Why? Because we've got stuff lower down that's still interesting, stuff that's still magnetic, stuff that we can still look to tag. A, this 45-minute zone, B, another 45-minute zone below us, okay? And C, the macro range low. But anyways, let's say we are playing this for flipping structure, locally. We're going to look to see, can we get a retracement to flush that all the way up? Where's that retracement going to take place? Well, let's analyze what happened in the range. First of all, I would like to see, are there any supply zones or demand zones in my range? I can already see like there is an internal one here on a 30-minute. Okay, so we're going to label that 30-minute zone. So we give that 30-minute, not a 3-minute, even though sometimes the 3-minute zones do work. All right. And zones are crazy, man. Honestly, look at this massive move down. Why do you guys think it stopped there? Because we were saying we had some POIs up here, didn't we? We had some POIs here. I'm sure we had zones here and zones there. Why did it stop here? Well, the reason it stopped there is because guess what? We had a tiny, tiny, tiny 1-minute zone. Let me just double check that for you guys. I'm a bit cognizant of time, so I don't want us to override today. But let's see. We've got 1-minute zone. Let's check if it was actually 1 minute. I think it was 1 minute. Okay, no, it wasn't 1 minute. Let's see if it was 2 minutes. Yeah, it was a 2-minute zone. So look at this little 2-minute zone over here. Right, this tiny zone. We're just gonna mark it 2-minute. Okay, and this tiny 2-minute zone that you might think is completely irrelevant. All right, look what it's done. It's the exact reason why price has stopped where it stopped. Okay, what do I mean by that? Well, look at this. That 2-minute zone is exactly where price has come down to react. That was the only zone before this 45-minute zone. Tiny, tiny little 2-minute zone there. Okay, so there you go. There you go. So if you were to have longed that zone, it'd been crazy profits, but I wouldn't recommend doing that without confirmation. But anyway, so where are we? So we've got this 30-minute zone that we're looking out for. Let's see if we've got anything else in there. Just to see where we could potentially get a reaction from, because that's all we're looking out for. We just want to see where could that retracement end. All right, we have another zone over here. Now obviously, because I'm doing these streams, right, I'm not gonna spend 6 years finding every single zone. All right. But you do have time. It's worth you taking the time out to say, okay, where are my zones? Can I actually identify my zones and can I map these out for myself? Because I'm not going to be here, and I'm definitely not going to be here every single day to do this. And there's going to be lots of things happening as price changes day by day, hour by hour. So you want to be able to do this for yourself, and you want to be able to understand how price moves for yourself. Okay, and obviously there are lessons for that. All right. So do we have a zone here? Do we have a zone here? No, we do not. All right. So, anyways, that's kind of how I'm looking at that right now. All right. And then I'm also going to say, well, what's my volume profile saying? Where did we get a lot of involvement? Let's take a volume profile for this range. And let's see if it's confluent with any zone. Well, nice. We've got POC coming in at that zone over there. So this zone is an interesting one, all right? So that means that's quite great. And what I'm going to look out for as well is I'm going to wait to see how far this high goes. As soon as we have a peak for that high, I'm going to take out my fib tool. I'm going to take it from the low all the way to the high point. Let's say the high was up there. And I'm just going to see where my golden ratio is. And if it so happens that it's also in one of these zones, great, more confluence. We've got check number 1, tick number 2, and check number 3. All right. So that's what I'm looking out for as far as this zone goes. Okay. So obviously monitor that if you're looking out for that. Now, what else could price do? Well, these are for the bulls, right? I'm looking for a bullish scenario here. Well, for a bullish scenario, well, price can actually do this. Price can actually say, okay, cool, I'm going to break up from this range. I'm going to retrace all the way down here. Okay, maybe not necessarily lower than this level, and then it's going to go up. Okay, that would be a nice Trinity model too. In that case, I'm going to be looking for a reaction from a zone here, okay, to map that all the way up. So this is just hypothesis of what price could do next. All right, but it goes without saying, we could actually, okay, we're done with the bulls. We've got 2 trades now for the bulls. Let's see what the bears are saying. Well, we can't neglect the fact that, hey, listen, we had this range, we broke out of this range, all right, but we didn't quite, progress as much as we could have. We came back into the zone, all right, and there is obviously, we're no longer in premium of our zone, okay. We've kind of come back up now, but we could be rotating back to this range low. So if the case is that we're rotating back to this range low, how is that going to happen? Well, that's going to happen by following the market structure that we currently have. And the market structure we have over here is as follows from this high: low, high, low, 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 high, low, 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 high, flush, bang. So what does that mean? That means this zone is an interesting supply zone. This whole thing is an interesting supply zone. So I won't be surprised if we get a reaction there, if we get a short there actually. Okay, if we get a flipping market structure there that rotates all the way down, that would make sense. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking out for today. Okay, so tomorrow there may be more opportunities, but that's what I'm looking out for today. So we've got 2 longs and 1 short. I'm going to obviously tidy this up. I'm going to put it on Discord on the channel, and I'm going to put it on TradingView as well. And I'm also going to convert this video to a YouTube video for those of you who are on YouTube. Otherwise, you guys have a great day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you guys when I see you next.